back in?
We have the agreement from Barton County Health Department for the WIC program. Oh, okay. There it is. Needs to be signed by the chairman. It's the same agreement we've had for the last 17 years that I've been here.
So there's no changes.
Here's a copy of the current WIC budget. You want one? And that's pretty much what we'll get. It's 354 up 3% since last year. We're supposed to keep it under 5% raise. So I thought I did pretty good on it.
So this is what we get from the state to
We get
to do
it,
the WIC?
we get it kind of from the state. Barton County's the parent agency, and so we send our affidavits of expenditures to them,
Yeah.
and then they pay us in Barton County, and then they get the money from the state. It's kind of crazy. That's the way it works.
So we get our money, right?
Yes, we do. There's a lag time. There's sometimes 3 months before they get around to it.
No.
Do we need a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion, we authorize the chairman to sign this agreement with WIC for Barton County.
I second it.
Been moved and seconded that I sign this agreement with Barton County for the WIC program. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, and strange though it seems, the flu vaccine is shipping. I'm not sure I'm ready for this. We should get some this week.
So we can start vaccinating?
They want us to start early. Yeah,
I still haven't quite made it in for last year
I
yet.
know that.
I'm working on it.
I brought you some stuff to look at. This is just some information about
It's not that I don't want to.
the current flu vaccine, which
Cheers.
what's covered, yep, and what's covered this year, what's in the flu vaccine. It's just kind of interesting.
So different strains this year?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Although they left the H1N1 in there.
That bird flu and the swine flu, I don't know what we got.
I don't know.
Well,
Mad cow, yeah.
I wish we could do that, yeah. Did I give you both pages? I only gave you one.
I have
page.
two.
You do?
That's it.
You have it on the back. Everybody's got a back there?
that's what tell a little about that.
Yep. Said you just can't predict flu vaccine, the flu season.
So if you vaccinated, okay, and
But
vaccinated early, say you do it, you know, in the next month, does it last all?
it lasts
Flu
about
season?
6 months. It wanes down towards the end of that. Most people get vaccinated in October.
Why? Is that just when the
Because
season
that's-
starts?
It's
Because
true.
if you have, it takes 2 weeks to freeze all the antibodies to the flu.
Yeah.
And then the flu season theoretically starts November-ish and lasts through April-ish.
Hmm.
So that's why. Okay, community health assessment is still in progress. We're meeting tomorrow for our second meeting. We've done the community engagement, which was the survey that we sent out. And tomorrow we're just gonna look at our indicators and see what we wanna work out from that. We're having an immunization review on August the 9th. The state comes out and assesses our program. And then the immunization conference is September 12th and 13th. And on the 12th, I would like to just close the office logs. I don't necessarily need to go a second visit.
Yeah. Which,
That's okay? typically somebody stays home. We rearranged our WIC schedule, so we can close that. We're having a WIC on the 11th. And that's about it for me. I printed this off for you guys to look down if you're interested. Came off the KAC website.
I got one of
Do
those.
you have one then? Okay. I don't know if you know you were the local board of health. Probably do.
Oh, yeah, that was a shock a couple of years ago.
Was it? Think you were the board of health? Okay, got any questions for me?
All right, I don't.
So, when are you gonna start doing the flu vaccine? Are you gonna,
If
if
people
they
walk
wanna
in
come
and
in
if they
tomorrow
want-
or next week?
No, September.
I mean,
If they walk in September not vaccinated, we're not gonna start our clinics out in the community until October. Okay?
Sounds great.
I am done.
You're done. Just for a day.
we'll have a good vacation.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, George.
Anyone else out there? Anybody out there?
Carl was here just a second ago.
Yeah, I know, and then he left. So let's recess. Review this budget. If there's no further questions or reviews or comments about the budget, I'd entertain a motion.
I make a motion we approve the 2013 budget.
We have to approve this resolution as part
We
of
gotta do the
that.
budget first and then that.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'll second that motion.
All right, it's been moved and seconded, we accept the 2013 budget. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. We have to do a resolution. Correct.
And I'll make the motion, we adopt resolution 2012-10.
That's resolution pertaining to what?
The,
Yes, that's a resolution that you're raising, you know
See if we get the right one here.
it's a resolution expressing the property taxation policy in respect to financing the 2013 annual budget.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded that we accept resolution 2112-10. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Any other business?
You still need 2 people for your Southwest Kansas Area Agency Board. Are we working on that?
Sure.
We gotta have that done by August 10th.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm not that old yet. I don't know. You need to be here Wednesday for payday. And next Monday we'll canvass, or not next Monday, the 13th, we'll canvass the ballots from the primary election at 10 o'clock
13th is,
Monday. They're making us do it on Monday now.
What's that,
Used to be we did it on the Friday after, well now they've moved it to the Monday.
When did this happen?
Secretary of State.
this just happened.
We've always done it on the Friday after, but now you either have the option to do it on the Monday after or the Thursday after.
What day is it? That might be it.
Monday.
I know, is it?
Monday to the 13th.
13. Oh, that's right, exactly, weddings and stuff. Okay, never mind, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
all right,
All right, this is the one you wanted signed.
yes. Like you signed there.
I just came up to talk to you about,
Just a
we don't have to be official,
Go ahead, you're
minute, please.
fine.
Oh, okay.
about the 2 mile east of Hudson Road. About, I think I'm gonna contact Kirk and Michaels and see if they won't come up and do an engineer study so we can put a speed limit on that thing.
Oh, that one that's all beat up, truck beat up all that. About 2 miles.
Dallas Wolf called me. Dallas Wolf called me the other day.
It'd be nice to give back township with that.
I'm ready.
Now you start to act
So
like the
east
state of
of
Kansas.
Stafford Road
Yes.
to the,
He said he was out there mowing for 2 hours and he counted 42 trucks.
It's not made for that anyhow, it's hard pieces.
There you go.
And I need that resolution, so.
It's getting some.
That truck is like 100 cars.
Anyway, Kirk Michael's out there.
Yeah, well,
So you can legally post a speed limit then, right?
yeah, we have to have the engineering study so we can legally post it that way. And then we can at least contact the local and say, hey, listen, this is what's going on, at least you can slow it. I mean, NCRA does a real good job of slowing down. There's a couple other, I mean, if they can drive 70 miles an hour in that 1 mile, they'll do it. It's just nuts. And I can understand that people.
Well, sure, that's all.
I'm frustrated enough with it,
Yeah.
with let alone living there. So,
And you try to put some chemical on it, haven't you?
yeah, we tried the calcium chloride. And it worked for about 30 days.
Yeah, it's expensive.
There's just so much traffic. It's just,
Yeah, I think it's a good idea myself. What do you think? Go get,
I think slowing them down is the only thing you can do right now. I mean,
well, that is just so damn dry.
Friday afternoon, I was coming back from Illinois.
Mhm.
There was a highway patrolman working there.
Oh,
North of
That
Mike and
will work.
Joe's.
really?
And he had a tank truck pulled over.
No, it's probably Jacob. I think I met Dave.
No, this was a McCartney or somebody, oh, you mean the patrolman?
Yeah.
He was in an SUV.
Oh, really?
Really?
I don't know who
I
that
didn't know they had those.
Yeah, they have some tacos. But I haven't seen one around here. I mean, I've seen them on interstate, a few other places.
It's kind of unusual. It's not a bad thing. It's
No, it's-
But I was just surprised that, well, off the beaten path, but glad to see him up there, but
Well, there's plenty of trucks going in and out of the terminals not too this year. We've got NCRA, we've got Tropical Resources, we've got Pinion, Blue Knight,
One is,
yeah, from El Dorado to McClaskey. And then St. Rondike truck up there, Farmer's Oil truck up there. It's just, I don't know what it is, a lot of oil. So that's what I had. So if you guys have any objections to that, I will.
what speed limit are you suggesting?
30.
From the intersection onto the
Well, it's
tanks,
just a
or
mile.
how far?
There's only 2 miles
2
there.
miles, all God. Goes into the beard.
Then after that,
Well, it goes down to a T road, so.
It's township then on it.
Yeah. But I mean, to make it effective, I think it needs to be, and they'll determine that, I may be off, I mean, they may say, well, it needs to be this. That's why they do the engineering study.
that's what you're shooting for. All right, well, I don't have a problem.
No, it's a good idea.
Because I guarantee you, they run just as fast as they can go.
Yeah, I've seen it, you know.
And the NCRA guys won't even drive that, I bet they don't even drive the average 70 mile an hour up and down that road. And they'll haul just as many loads as those other guys will.
Well, the best way to slow them down is speed bumps.
and
Yeah,
they
sorry, got the
got,
bumps in it.
can't drive the car down. I tried to.
Well, I guess you just hit the high spots the way I've seen some people.
Well, that's the rationale, drive faster.
Yeah, you don't get the low spots, exactly.
And then, well, I mean, it gets rough enough and then kids ride down too fast. I mean, they'll put it
They go
sideways. They'll put it sideways, and I did have, Dallas told me that he was concerned about that too.
That was a paved road at one time, right?
Yes.
Like there it was.
And it's our road to that T intersection?
2 miles, yes. Quite frankly, what I'd like to do with it here in a couple of years, if we ever get enough money and federal funds exchanges put a lease back to blacktop on that, to down to the terminals.
Any idea what that would cost?
Oh, no, didn't mean to be a shot in the dark on my part, especially depends on the price of asphalt.
Give me some idea. I'm not-
Well, it depends on how many inches of asphalt you put on it. I mean, if they determine the base is good enough and it doesn't need a whole lot, and we put 2 inches of asphalt on hot mix, I mean, it probably, depends on where it is, 200,000
For 1 mile.
to do that mile and a quarter, to do down to that.
Terminals.
And I may be way off on that.
No,
You
just
think the
gives me
base is
some
good on
idea.
the road? Before it had all blacktop, and beat it all out, it's got,
Yeah, but,
You still got all that asphalt there, basically, from the old.
yeah,
road.
it's got a sand base to it, there's no clay in it. No, it's pretty much the sugar sand, they just pulled that up there and then primed it and sealed it.
as long as we have to take care of it. Probably we get some federal money doing it, cheaper roads than do.
Well, it'd be a federal funds exchange, you know, like we did,
Yeah.
we did some deal over in Yorksburg. But I mean, I think that's further a maintenance standpoint, that thing's just a nightmare. I mean, with that many trucks in it, there's no way that we can maintain it.
Would you say
And
one
when-
truck
and
is
when-
equal to 10 cars or something like that?
You know, one truck is equal to 100 cars.
100
I
cars?
believe is the formula.
Oh, for heaven's
Because of the
sakes.
weight. And really, would a 2-inch asphalt be sufficient for that much weight?
Well, that's why it'd have to be, the engineers have to look at it. And I did have John Woodman down and looked at a couple, he was down and looked at a couple of other things. I had him look at that and see what he thought that he was gonna do some figuring. So he'll have some better numbers here before too long. And I haven't talked to him since then, so I will ask him. I can give you better numbers.
I thought that when they were talking about the feedlot, they were talking like a 12-inch asphalt.
Yeah, but that was in base.
Exactly. There's not.
And they were talking
So
about
does that seem reasonable then? Could that be right? 12 inches of that? That's
12 inches of base.
I don't remember. I mean, that was,
Oh, it's been a while.
it's been a while ago when they were talking about that. I wasn't really involved in it. You know, so.
Because, I mean, we have very few roads that are hot mixed. I mean, we got the west end of 4th Street's been hot mixed, north of Maxville has had hot mix laid on it.
K-19 extension.
Yeah, K-19 extension right there.
And that was just probably.
And the first 2 miles had more than the east 6. The first 2 miles right off the trip. Because at one time that was, she did up and turned it back and it became part. That was that the late 80s?
No, 80s or early 90s, yeah.
Yeah, about the
It
same.
had to have been.
It was about the same time we did north of Sewer and up in there. There was so much more traffic on K-19 extension there.
Yeah, the man's got all the figures right there in front of him.
I see a
Yes,
traffic
I can-
counter on First Street.
Yeah, they're doing traffic counts.
So that'll give us some idea on that road going.
Yeah, probably take, it'll
Just
probably
coming
take
to
it
town,
out.
but it won't give us on West Town, then what traffic count.
Yeah, and I don't know if we'll get those. Yeah, I bet it's a year away before we get them. And I don't know if we can call it, if I can call it back, maybe get them before. I don't know when he turns his stuff in. Because they just usually, these not 24 hours.
Yeah, it's 201 vehicles on that stretch of road you're talking about.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
And then
That's a
going
lot
in,
of, and they don't distinguish between cars and trucks, right?
No.
But that was 2009,
Not
didn't
all
you
ours
say?
it doesn't.
That, the count's 2009.
Now, on the state roads, they'll distinguish between the two.
Really?
Yeah, you always see 2 figures there. I
Yeah.
don't know if it shows it on that one or not.
Well, that's the new one, isn't it, Clayton?
That's what you gave me. So-
That isn't new, is it?
Yeah, but this is all for secondary roads. So it's not doing 281 and 50. But usually they'll have that figure and they'll have another figure
Mhm.
underneath it. And usually
Yeah.
it's the total traffic up there, and then that's what the truck traffic is on the second.
So was this last year's traffic count, or?
This may have actually been 2010s.
Okay.
I think they do it every year, I believe.
Yeah.
And I can find out for sure.
Well, what I'm saying here, that you have 210, or 201, what is that?
201.
And then you get over here, past that mile limit,
Yeah, see.
then it drops to 19.
Yeah, and
People going in
that's
over here.
yeah, that's the old Sterling Spur Road.
Yeah.
Actually, the county used to maintain that. That was before this was up there. And I'm talking from what old timers told me, so.
Yeah,
Well, that's because he knows what I'm talking about. Wait a minute.
yeah.
Well, he does know what I'm talking about. There's just no good way to get out of this.
You're in the hole. Just-
Yeah.
I'm in the hole.
When JD was a kid working for these old guys.
Thank you, Clayton. But anyway, yes, that was the old Sterling Spur Road. The
Yeah.
county actually maintained that before they put in Quivira Road.
Clear to 219. Oh, I see
No,
what you're
that's
saying.
K-19.
The K-19 extension wasn't there then, or what?
No, this road, from Ike and Joe's east wasn't there until sometime in the 50s or early 60s.
Probably early 60s.
Early 60s. I could go pull plans and look, but yeah.
50s or 60s, probably late 50s or early 60s.
Well, George Castaning's dad took a lot of that up out with
I
the creek.
remember you guys talking about it, but it was way before.
But that's why the
my
county,
time.
and George actually said when he first went to work there, he helped mow with Clarence Pitts and all them older guys, mow that stretch of road.
But we don't claim this as a county road anymore. then. We don't
No, it's
claim
not,
that.
no, it went back to the township.
I see.
But see, leading into Hudson, going the other way, you have 262 vehicles going in.
Mm-hmm. That's right there on the east side of Hudson. And see, the road, the traffic's increased there because of all the truck traffic in and out of the mill. A lot of Hudson's fire will actually go out to well, it goes out both ways, I guess. But a lot of it will go to the east. Rawhide hauls it for them.
Yeah, that road, for no more than there is out there, carries a lot of traffic. It's
Mhm.
amazing. But they're good roads and people use them. So,
Okay. And then you found all the information out of it.
I haven't had a chance to look at it. Is there anything here you want to talk about?
No, it's just general information. It'll show you what the biggest report right there will show you all the other counties
Mhm.
and what their budgets are. It'll break it down by county, township units and county units, and then there's a couple that are, or what they call the rural system. It's just lots
Rural
of,
road system.
Now you're talking,
What does
this
that
is all
mean?
weather road, this is something other than gravel
oh,
on this. Well, it's budget road miles versus assessed valuation. It shows, miles of road, 250. So that's 250 miles of county maintained
Just
road.
county
in
maintained
this-
road.
in Stafford.
yeah.
What would we do that?
250, it's still a 250?
Yeah, because we still have the ones that.
Oh, we're gonna maintain the ones we tore
Yeah,
out. Okay,
So, yeah, it's county maintained,
Yeah.
it's actually 200.
Yeah, right.
206 miles.
So there's more counties with the county system than there are with the township system, by a fair amount. according to
Yeah.
this. That surprises me, I didn't know that.
You get out west and they're about all that way.
Really.
I mean, right in this area, there's probably more county,
66 as
township
opposed to
and
35.
and county systems than there are
What do you suppose other is?
on one.
You got one other.
That's Wyandotte, because it's a
Wyandotte.
unified government.
KCK
So
and
what does it mean when you? it
See, they
says-
actually figure out 104 counties now, because Wyandotte is a unified government.
Well, I don't count them either, so that works for me.
well, but
I'd like to get rid of a few more.
Isn't there a county out? Tribune
Greeley County,
is
in the
come
Greeley?
on.
Yeah,
That's
Greeley
Tribune.
County. Yeah.
But what does it mean, a county rural road system? Do you have any idea with that?
That is a different animal, and I don't know if it explains it in there. And I don't know that, I'm not even gonna take a stab at it, because I don't think I can explain it very well.
Okay.
I believe that's Clay County that is that way. Isn't it? Is it Clay County? Yeah.
There's three of them that says
Clay, Leavenworth,
501.
They actually have they actually have townships that the county goes, does the work. And they have to stay within that budget. The guy said it's a real mess to deal with.
the township basically hires the
The county, the county, that's what I'm not. I'll have to get some better information, because I think I'm gonna butcher it, man.
Well, what, I don't know the right word, but when it comes to choosing these systems, who
The
makes the
people,
choice?
the voters.
But how does it get to a vote?
Well, years ago when they brought it up here,
There was a petition.
what was it, 20
Was
years?
it a petition that brought it about? Is that-
Yeah, it was a petition to whether to vote, to stay where we were, to go to county unit.
It failed by quite a number.
Yeah.
So that
It's been 20 years.
That doesn't originate here,
Oh,
it's
It's
commission.
been almost 20.
Yeah.
I don't think, about it, quite a while ago they had that, but it failed quite a
I
number.
know people are always looking to us like, you need to do this, you need to do that, and we don't really have any power to do that, is that correct?
Not in township.
Not over township.
There's their own
It'd be, you know, I'd love to see some consolidation or something like that at the very least.
I've heard that, meetings around, I've heard probably more cons than I have pros about it though, on the people that's actually been involved in having a unified county.
Oh, I do, yeah,
And
absolutely.
it takes a while to get to, because they gotta come in here and assess evaluate the goods of the township. And then you gotta spend that you gotta spend that amount of money in that township in the next 5 or 10 years, or something like that, so they get so that township actually gets their money back out of their equipment and the other tangible goods you can take out of it.
But basically, it sounds to me like all they maintain, maybe is the school bus routes and the counties route, that's their major priority, of course, and the unified counties.
I've got a friend who works in Pratt, and their system, and basically, he's given a road grader, and he maintains a township, and that's all he does. The difference is, he's paid by the county, and he has county benefits. That's the big thing. I can see from an employee point of view, it's a big advantage, but basically, he's doing the same thing he would if he was working for the township. Only all he does is grade roads. If they need it mowed, somebody else's job is to mow it. If they need dirt hauls, it's somebody else's job to haul dirt or something like
Yeah.
that. They pick up tree roots. So what he does when he's not grading, I don't know, but I think every day he goes out and grades whether
And
it's
that'll show you how many employees they have. I mean, it doesn't show you all their equipment, but it will show you how many employees back then, yes.
This isn't really something we can initiate anyway.
So, no, someone want to initiate.
That's according to you.
Well.
You don't want more headaches? I don't understand that. Then Golden Belt would be your responsibility, see?
I have 85 votes.
We have an agreement.
We have an agreement. That's right. I like that.
Hurry up and get there.
I'm working on it. Oh, so fast.
Well, it's just frustrating. It's like the road you're talking about. That road probably needs to be paved. We have all these miles of road, and we have to maintain them, and that, but we just need a few miles to go somewhere important, and we can't afford to do that. It's
Well,
very
right now, it's
frustrating.
just, I mean, everything is just magnified right now because it's just so dry. There's no cohesion to hold anything
Because you
together.
can't maintain it unless it's an asphalt road. Yeah.
I mean,
understand.
you can start watering the road, but I don't know that you can haul enough water out there to make it do any good.
Keep it messed up.
I was just looking at the number of miles of asphalt.
And then on the back of that other deal was, it was our budget, and it was a 5-year multi-budget of the road department from 07
On the very back, you haven't got
to the
that.
very back 2 pages. And part of that shows the township stuff in there too, but it's, so it's just FYI stuff.
Very good.
Okay, thanks.
Have anything else? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Cheryl's out there.
Carolyn?
Carolyn, come on in.
You guys don't have business? Okay.
How are you?
Good. Good morning. This is Hayden Welda. Today is his first day in a fall college internship at the Economic Development Office.
Good.
So we're just kind of doing some introductory activities, and I wanted to give him a chance to meet the commissioners and see what goes on here a bit. He'll be here through the second week of December, and our first priority is working on a housing assessment. We have a template from Federal Home Loan Bank to do that, and I think that getting that completed will hopefully position us to be more competitive for housing grants and even luring private developers over time. So that's one of the main things we'll be getting started on. And he's also going to help us with entrepreneurship camp next week. So, anyway.
You thought you were just gonna come here and relax, didn't you?
Where are you from?
I'm actually from out of state. I go to University of Central Florida.
Now that's recruiting.
There's more to the story. You have some ties to St.
Yeah,
John.
it's all my grandparents, Tom and Jane Dale. They,
Oh.
yeah, okay, there we go.
Nice. So we're glad to have him here from out of state, but he also has some other
It's not a
connections here
total
too.
cultural shock.
No, not totally.
That's good. Some people struggle with that.
He also, he came with us on our trip to Atwood, so has gotten a bit of an introduction to some of the, work that we're doing through that. And a little bit of the vision of what we hope to accomplish.
Well, you got any good ideas? Let's hear them.
So far.
We're gonna start Disneyland 3 here somewhere, something like that.
Well, since
Oh, yeah.
UCF is in Orlando, so I have ties with Disney World.
There you
Sure, get
go.
something going.
Actually, I'd rather have the Space Center here than Disneyland. Can we do something like that?
Well, my dad lives in Houston. Sure, that one could be arranged too.
All right, there we go. Connection.
So other than that, last week I got notice from the state of Kansas that they're opening up a new housing program, and have opened up a new request for proposals for funding to support moderate income housing development. And those applications are due the 31st of August, and an eligible applicant is either a county or a city. So I'm still, you see what eligible activities are. I think I need to do a little more kind of work on designing what I think might be a competitive application. But generally speaking, what's eligible is either developing, one, infrastructure necessary to support housing, or two, the actual housing development itself, including acquisition of property, new construction, modular manufactured housing, and/or rehabilitation of existing housing. Moderate income guidelines are generally, there's a whole chart here, but say a 4-person household goes up to $81,600 in annual income as a definition of what they consider moderate income. So that's kind of the target we're looking at. I guess what I don't have a proposal developed yet or anything ready for you to approve or anything, but I guess I'm letting you know that I'm interested in developing something. If you think, no, we don't want to do this, I won't waste my time doing it, but otherwise I'll work on developing something over the next couple weeks and have something ready for you to look at and consider actually submitting by August, the end of August.
Then we would be the entity.
You would be the applicant, because it has to either be a city or a county, and I'm looking at doing it countywide.
Countywide, then anybody
So
can
that would be-
participate, right?
Right. I mean, I think we'll probably have to identify specific things that we would do in different communities. It's not, I mean, I'm gonna have to be more specific than just saying general.
This is kind of along the lines we were talking about a month or so ago, where, low income's one thing, and the deficiency here seems to be right in the middle.
Right, right,
And that's what this
and I
is
think that's what
addressing.
they're getting at. I mean, they have an emphasis too in rural areas through this, so I think they've been listening to a lot of us.
Sounds like it.
Complain.
Well, I mean, it's,
Right. So,
that's kind of exciting.
yeah.
So what will this do for an applicant? I mean, assuming this all goes through, how will this help?
Well, the applicant can read that the program parameters provide for up to $400,000 per applicant in a combination of grant and loan. They've obviously, I can see that their bias is toward loans because they feel like they can spread their funding further.
Sure.
So I feel like maybe some discussions with those folks in terms of what is realistic might be nice, because I'd obviously rather get outright funding. I would rather
Right.
receive a grant than a loan, but what they're saying they'll fund is the actual development of housing. So, I mean, I'd like to make it as simple as build houses and either rent them out, or even not houses, but also maybe multi-family dwellings may also have a place. We build them and either rent them or sell them. Just increase the inventory is, to me, it would be simple, but also meet the objective.
Wow. Pretty ambitious project.
So, again, I can see that they are valuing the idea that multiple entities are involved, so that there's private as well as public funds involved. Certainly, economic development can be a part of that, and then I'll have to figure out if there are other entities that want to play a part in that too. Cities, I could work with them to get an that they would help provide some of the infrastructure perhaps, if we need hookups or even just improving a curb along a new place or something like that. Maybe something that a city could provide without a lot of outright expense, but would also illustrate their support and maybe strengthen an application. Again, this just came out last week, I haven't developed the proposal, but I'm trying to get an indication of your interest in being an applicant as I know we've talked about how they're done before, that I kind of felt like that was something you support in concept, but I guess before I go too far, I won't.
I would definitely support it.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
And
It's
the thing
exactly
is,
what we were hoping
a lot
for,
of these,
something like
a lot of the towns in the county have vacant lots. I mean, there had been a house there, they tore it down, so, the sewer, all of the utilities are there now.
Well, the thing is, though, I've talked with cities, and the city doesn't own those in most cases.
Really?
They have torn down the house for maybe some fee to a private owner, but the private owner still owns the lot.
Okay.
And that
Well, I
is
thought
maybe one.
Stafford was buying some.
Sanford bought some of the
Stafford
tax
has
sale.
one, is what they've told me, and it's a small lot on Main Street. Kind of, to the north of the downtown area.
They tore down the building there,
Along those lines, have we heard anything from our county attorney?
On
What?
Tax sale.
Tax.
It's in the paper published, and that's
See
on
it
my radar
published?
too.
I see it published, yeah.
Oh, good.
It's on our board's agenda for next
So,
month. So that may be,
what the process is now.
Okay, well, but the process is in motion.
I said it was published last week. I haven't seen him. He's been gone. He's gone.
It's up to the cities if they want to purchase this property. Is this something you can do?
to my knowledge, anyone that wants to bid can,
But I mean, economic
Well, it's
development.
actually, yeah, it was.
Can economic development go in there and buy these with something like this in mind?
we have budget set aside for business development. If we wanted that to be part, housing to be a part of that, we could.
This
And
is
if the
something you'll
board
work
wants-
through with the board, in other words, and you have the ability and authority to do that. Is my
Legally, yes.
question.
Legally, yes, it's
Okay.
just a matter of whether everyone feels that that's
Sure.
exactly what we want to do.
But some of these properties we had already no bid on, so they sit there again at the tax sale.
Right,
so.
right. But there's some that people are very interested in.
These funds could do something like that, but the timing of this, I mean, the tax sale will be over before this,
Exactly.
so it may be economic development's contribution to the project to be able to provide a real estate location.
Mhm.
It's our, want that.
Okay. Very interesting. Is he gonna locate in that other office? Is that what you're gonna do with him?
Yeah.
I just want you to know there's an ordinance somewhere that says you can't hang Florida hurricanes or anything like that. No Florida gators, no hurricanes, no, you know, KU, K-State, Fort Hays. Just kidding, there's no ordinance. Just don't do it.
You may have been recruiting to continue education in Kansas, who knows?
People have been trying.
People have been trying. Well, good luck to you, it's nice to meet you.
See what you guys do.
Anytime you have a question, come on up. I think what what you're doing, very exciting, has a lot of potential. So,
Great,
go for it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Let's recess. Anything else? Let's adjourn. We're adjourned.